Get ready to fall back. The end of daylight saving is at 2 a.m. this Sunday, and with the time change comes an extra hour of sleep, which is good, but it also poses dangers on the road.
Yeah, it makes sense if you think about it. AAA analysis of Yukon crash data here in the state shows that last year there were almost 70% more crashes between 5 and 6 p.m. in the 2 weeks following that clock change as compared to the 2 weeks before, obviously because it gets darker out sooner. For more on that, we're joined by Amy Parmenter from AAA. Amy, great to be with you.
Great. Thanks so much for having us and sharing this important messaging.
Yeah, first off here, why does the end of daylight savings time pose more dangers in driving on the roads?
Yeah, well, I think you hit the nail on the head. I mean, for starters, it's an extra hour of darkness during that evening commute. So folks that this week are driving home when it's still light out between 5 and 6, next week it's going to be dark during that hour. So it really takes an adjustment, and it's a very dangerous time of year, especially for pedestrians, more likely to have a pedestrian crash once it's dark out. So we really want to put the word out and make sure that both motorists and pedestrians are starting to look out for each other.
And you have the data to prove that. I mean, I was surprised to see that. But what can drivers do to make sure that they're keeping the road safe?
Yeah, you mentioned that data. I mean, the increase in crashes, 70% last year and 40% jump in crashes with injuries. The year before, when we were much more in normal times, it was more than double the crashes. So what people can really do is look out for each other. Pedestrians want to make sure that they're crossing at intersections and using crosswalks and, not having the headphones on, and also being aware to wear either bright colors or don't assume you can be seen. And then motorists the same way, understand there's a change, look out for each other, have those headlights on, and just everyone be exceptionally more careful as this clock change takes place.
You know, Amy, getting picked up from school obviously doesn't change. The time of that does, but with parents staying later at work and children having to wait at school, maybe even when 3, 4 o'clock comes around, it's going to be darker out. Can you talk a little bit about keeping our kids safe when picking them up from school?
Yeah, I mean, having a conversation with your kids for starters. How often do we see kids just kind of maybe walking in the street with other kids or just not conscious of the fact that they can't be seen as well? So really having that conversation would be a step in the right direction, and just making sure that your kids, are looking out for motorists. Don't assume you can be seen. Don't step out between 2 vehicles or a parked school bus, something like that, where there might be limited visibility. And then just one more point is about the drowsy driving. People think that, we're getting an extra hour of sleep, but what you're really getting is a disruption to your body clock. So people will be more drowsy in the weeks that follow, just like they are when they lose that hour of sleep.
All right, Amy Parmenter with AAA, thank you so much for coming on and reminding us of these important things as we head into daylight saving time.
Thanks,
Appreciate
Amy.
it.
Thanks so much.